Hey guys, thanks so much for talking with me this morning. I created some birthday parties and kind of gave you some couple of choices here so that we can kind of really look at this and see what it would look like, see how it functions, that sort of thing. So here, when you very first log into your dashboard, this is going to tell you everything that's coming up recently, anything you've done as far as revenue and activities. So you would definitely use schedule. Schedule is going to be where you see everything. Now, because you guys will only have birthday parties in here, you won't have to filter this. You'll just automatically see. It's going to break out every single day and the times that are available. Now, if you wanted to condense this to see monthly, you could easily hit the condense button, but I really feel like the broader version is going to be better. So at an easy glance, you'll be able to see, okay, we're going to be available on June 6th. We have 3 times, but look here, this one's already reserved. So if you wanted to see what was reserved, you could click in here. You've got Memphis as the birthday goer. They've reserved 17 spots, so 17 kids are coming. Yes, are to the extras, meaning those 2 extra people. This is when they purchased, this is how much they paid, and then are they confirmed? Yes. Now, once you click into here, you'll also be able to see her information. So you'll be able to see that Memphis purchased the birthday party on June 6th. She purchased 2 additional spots. And then these were the custom questions. So on this particular one, she wants the pet barn theme. She's going to have age range of children attending 2 to 9. And then I had them on this particular June events confirm the waiver for all of their guests. I don't really know if that's legal or if you'd have to put like a, some sort of, I don't know, sentence stating that you're confirming this for all attendees. I'm not really sure. But in July, I set it up differently so we can take a look at the difference. I have picked that I want the installment plan. So today I paid the deposit of $40, just how it was set up. And then on my card, it's automatically going to charge on April 1st, May 1st, and May 31st, just because that's how I had it set up. So those 3 dates, an additional $120 is going to be sent. So that is what the reservation looks like. Now, I was just in Memphis. If I needed to do anything different, like charge her card, give her a refund, reschedule this birthday party for a different date, resend an invoice, or just flat out cancel, I would do everything right here from the reservation. So it really makes it simple. Now, let's say that you want to make a change to this particular event that's already in here. You just simply hit edit. And these are the items that you're going to collect or the items that you can change. Now, we do have a really amazing trainer. Her name is Lauren, and she's going to completely train you in the system. But the best thing about that is that she's going to have birthday parties already set up, probably pretty similar to what I've done here. And then from there, you guys can always just duplicate or clone and change the dates. So that part's really great. But I put in the information about the party and the themes. This is the schedule. This is stating that it's private, meaning there can only be one person, one party at a time. Who can come to the party? I put all are welcome, including the kids. The base price is $400. Now that's good for 15 spots, but you can go all the way up to 35. So that's 20 additional spots at $5 a spot. And then that's how you get to 35. On here, there's some other things that you could include, like an early registration discount, multi-purchase discount. I didn't really feel like those applied based on what I saw on your site. And I tried to mirror this to your site, showing the time preferences and then the theme and then the pricing. So that's where I got most of this information. Yes to the installment payments. Here is how they work. And then whether it's going to be outdoor. And then I tagged this with birthday parties. And the reason I did that is because when we go to create a widget, which is what you embed into the site, like you saw in Little Artistas, We can do that by tags, or we can also do that by event. I didn't know if you guys did any kind of others or extras, like a photographer for $100 or goodie bags or that sort of thing. I put the photographer just so that if you guys do have extras during kind of this registration process we're going to go through, you can see what it would look like. I couldn't find a link to the party, so I didn't want to put anything there. Under special instructions, I did put the weather policy there. I felt like that was a good spot for it. And then these are the additional questions that I created. So what is the theme? And then put them in. Now that is a required question, so they would have to answer that before completing registration. The age range, again, also required, but if you didn't want it, it's as simple as unclicking, like, hey, we'd like the information, but we're not going to make it required. And then, do you agree to this waiver? Now, I made this an answer for each attendee, and because we purchased 17 attendee spots, that is why I had to say yes to the waiver 17 times. But I'll show you in July how that says per reservation, meaning I'm only going to ask this question once, and then you can follow it up with an email, which I'll show you how to do. So then that is what it looks like when you're creating, and we really didn't change anything, but basically it's asking like, hey, only this event, only the following events that you pick, or all events. So we're just gonna say all, because I don't think we really changed anything anyway. So once you come back into your birthday parties or your schedule, because you'll only have birthday parties in here, this is what it'll look like. So let's say that someone calls and they want to add a reservation for this June 6th at 10 a.m. So you're gonna click in here. Now, if they're a new customer, you're gonna walk them through the process as a new customer. If they're existing, that part's really easy. So again, we'll use Memphis just because we know her information's in here. So how many people are you attending? Now you can say, hey, I'm not sure yet. And it will just stay at 15. And then you'd have to follow up with the customer on, hey, how many people are coming, that sort of thing. Or if you're like, nope, I already know how many people are coming and we're gonna do 12. Then you would hit next. Do I want that photographer? Well, what is this? I could click on it. Oh, for $100. I think I'll skip it, or whatever it may be. For the theme, I would like the fort theme and the age of the children. Now, the reason you're seeing this already filled in is because I've done a reservation for Memphis on a different date, and that's why that information is already full. So yes to all of the waivers. Now, this is where you could either allow them to pay in full, which is $380, it's $400. I had a $20 credit, or you can pay in installments. So that's your choice. If they are paying cash or check or any offline source, you can do that. Or you could go select payment and enter their card. Or if their card was already saved, then you would see credit card and you would pick that. And then you would simply reserve. Oh, we have to pick let's say they paid by check. And then we're gonna hit reserve. So now that date is reserved. And so now we have 2 reservations. Taking a look at July, how I made that look a little bit different. And you can always click in it and also hit this. Let's again use Memphis. She's gonna have tons of birthdays this year. So how many people are attending? Let's go ahead and say 7. Don't want that extra. Here are my themes. Okay, great. And you'll see this waiver was a single waiver per reservation. So that's how that differs. And then you would click in, let's say she's paying cash, and you would reserve that. So now you're here in this reservation, you see all of this, you click here. And as you're scrolling down, you'll see that she paid all $400. So how that differs with the installment payments is on the installment payments, remember, we saw it listed. So once you're clicking here into Memphis, and remember that was all the waivers, you're seeing her invoices when they're due. So that's kind of how that differs and how that looks very different. But from a first glance, it's very easy to tell what's available and what's reserved very simply. And then they're broken out, like I said, I did them by month, so they would really look good once it's on the site. Now, your site, similar to Active, will always live on an external URL. So this is the external URL. We've come in here and we've narrowed this down to birthday parties. Now, because you guys will only have birthday parties available, this is very easy to copy and send out or to put in an email, whatever you want to do. Also, it's very easy to go like, hey, my kid's birthday is going to be July 10th. Let's see what they have available and find the party. Of course, I cleared that out on accident. And then find the party. Again, cleared it out. But you can filter, and you can also say, you can also, hello, go in here and you can very easily as a parent see what's available. So that one's sold out, that one's sold out. Remember, those were sold to Memphis. These two were also sold out, but I could easily pick a day and a time. So what I would do is I would just easily click here. And remember, this is from the parent point of view. So this is what the parent is going to see. So they're going to see that it's $400 for up to 15 spots, $5 for each additional. You do have the option to defer payments, and that's the payment schedule. And then I see all the information, including that weather policy. And then I could easily add this to my cart, and it's that same purchase flow we saw when we were doing it manually, same process. So I would go through, pick everything, and hit add to cart and check out. So that is what it looks like for the parent's point of view. Now, if you guys wanted to embed the schedule on your website, like you saw with Little Artistas, that's really simple. So you just come down here to developers and your widget, and then you're simply going to create a birthday party widget. And you could change this to show it in a calendar, so a monthly calendar. And then you simply copy and paste this single line of code, and that is going to bring it into your site.